So Charlie, you've been involved with some of the largest supply chain transformations with the biggest companies in the last decade. You've seen the advent of e-commerce and how it's changing the ways consumers and businesses purchase products, as well as their expectations. What are some of those challenges that you see for these companies trying to work with the new way of commerce?
Well, everyone has to worry about their end-to-end supply chain. So everyone's focused on optimization on their extended supply chain, from product development, SKU rationalization, product obsolescence, all the way through to delivery to the customer. As we think about distribution or fulfillment specifically, the challenge is really how do we address the new complexities associated or driven by the consumer with what they want, where they want, when they want it, in the right quality. Not to be confused with the traditional supply chain where we just were focused on the right product at the right place at the right time. So the competition is really around making sure that we address the new requirements and escalating requirements of the consumer. Any failure to do that leaves the organization vulnerable to new competition, which is available literally globally to attack their business.
So how, with the competition today, right, and this new way of people buying products, how do companies compete with this increasingly commerce environment?
So from a distribution or fulfillment perspective, it's absolutely critical that the organizations address their order execution capabilities. By order execution, we mean the ability to take the demand signal from the customer and convert it to an executable shipment to the consumer in the right time frame. Now this creates new challenges because the traditional organization was probably shipping to a more static schedule. Now we have a dynamic environment and we have to meet the dynamic requirements placed upon us by the consumer, but do it cost effectively, which means we have to dynamically address the shipping, the cutoff times now meant for the specific customer who orders throughout the entire day. It creates completely new sets of challenges inside the fulfillment operations of a manufacturer, of a wholesaler, or even a retailer.
That's great. Now, you've also mentioned the cloud and how it can help transform order execution. How does the average company take advantage of this?
Well, as we think about cloud systems that are becoming available today, they provide the ability for an organization to pursue new software capabilities without the traditional upfront IT infrastructure investments, as well as the long lead times usually associated with development. Now, more specifically, that also creates the opportunity for organizations to pursue cloud-based solutions which allow them to retain their existing legacy systems, but yet take the benefit of new enhanced capabilities in order execution. As an example, we talk about dynamic put walls and the ability to address the ever-changing cutoff times, or augmented reality glasses. These are both capabilities which would enhance order execution, and they're available and can be layered on top of existing legacy systems.
Awesome. That's the questions.
Okay. I fumbled that one a little bit. You want to do that last one again?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it again. Just
Okay.
give me a second registration again.
Yeah, just take
The
the
beauty
relax
of
down, ease it out, and smile a little bit. You've also mentioned the cloud and how it can help transform order execution. How does the average company going to take advantage of this?
So there's a couple of opportunities here. One, the cloud presents the opportunity for organizations to pursue new software with a significantly lower upfront IT investment or the long lead times associated with the traditional development of software. In addition to that, the new cloud scalable software allows the organization to take advantage of specific components of the software and introduce it into their organization on top of their existing legacy systems. So before we talk about order execution, let's talk about the cloud. The cloud will offer the opportunity for organizations to pursue new software without the significant IT infrastructure investment of traditional programming, as well as the long lead times. More specifically, the cloud will make available to organizations order execution capabilities which could be layered on top of existing legacy systems. As an example, dynamic put walls, or the use of augmented reality glasses which will direct the operator and monitor their performance, are capabilities that through the cloud will be able to be layered on top of existing technologies and allow organizations to migrate in a scalable path into the future.